Hey, what's up, Michigan? Welcome back to another Anvil update. This is where we are in a mission to choose who will be the top offensive or defensive lineman in the state. To help me do that each and every week, Mr. Ron Talley, how you doing this week?
Hey, I'm feeling great. It's week 3 of Michigan high school
Can you
football.
believe it? We're here already.
Already.
Yeah.
It's going too fast, and I would love to celebrate somebody else as a big-time lineman in this state.
Yeah, well, we're going to do that today. Let's celebrate somebody else. And boy, I tell you, the level of talent that we have this year, you know, we can look at all the years, but this year, when we look at the offensive and defensive linemen, we are seeing some real top-notch, grade A talent. And this week's discussion is no different. Cam Clark from Dexter. This is a guy who has been touted as maybe having NFL upside.
Maybe so. What you can't teach is size. 6'7", 300 pounds, climbs up well, long arms, long legs. They run the counter. I'm sorry, coach. All right, but they run the counter, and you see this kid getting off the ball, running, bending low, getting up to the linebacker. Once he gets up to a linebacker, you can forget about it. He engulfs you with size and very strong hands. Yeah, this guy, you talk about great hand placement. You're talking about great torque and body control. He has all of that, and typically out of a 6'7" guy, a 6'7" teenager usually can't move and do the things that he can do. He has straight up man strength, man capabilities, very coordinated. So whatever is in his future, I believe it's only going to get better.
Yeah, and we know that Wisconsin is where he has said he will play his college football. Just piggybacking on what you said, one of the things that I read about him is he is a gym rat. This is somebody who is in and lives inside the weight room. You don't necessarily hear that as much from the trench dwellers, but I think that is such a huge advantage, and I'm sure that whether it's a collegiate level or any level, that's where you're seeing that kind of athleticism.
Absolutely. I believe that to be true because it takes a lot of body control to be a big fella and bend and torque people without holding. So he's not holding. He gets his hands on you, it's like jumper cables, hitting you in the chest, then all of a sudden torquing you and putting you down on the ground before you know it. I mean, he hits guys and they fly back 3 yards. So when you see this guy, you know, you see somebody that's 6'7" and he's very mature physically, able to move, able to reach you, you know, and for any D lineman that's getting ready to face him, hey, and this is just looking at the film. Hey, you better make sure you don't miss a meal that week, because when this guy hits you, when he runs up to you, he has very violent intentions, and it definitely does show on film.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, another key member of our Anvil committee, of course, the coach Tim Beckler, the Michigan High School Hall of Famer, former Canton head coach, had this to say about Cam Clark. Wow, these dominant OTs are going to make it tough on us this year. To not sound repetitive, he's another road grader, run blocker, loves to knock guys down, let them know they have just been dominated. The two things I really like, he can pull on the counter tray play, and he makes it look really smooth. I also like his hand placement and punch on pass pro, and he stays tall with his feet moving, which helps him manage his balance and fit excellent. So this, again, is just emblematic of the guys that we have to, at some point, choose from. Now, here's what I want to say. Dexter, a couple years ago, got as far as the Final Four, and I know that they would love to get there again. We will have a Final Four when it comes to this award. Now, how can you guarantee when there's so much talent to choose from? How can you guarantee a spot for you to be in the Final Four? Well, you can go to statechampsnetwork.com. You can click on SC Awards, and you click on the Anvil Award. That's going to take you to our voting page. You can vote for your guy. Now, if your guy at the end of the season has the most votes, he's automatically in. And according to our criteria, you have a 20% advantage over everybody else. Why would you not, as a community? And I'm calling you out, Dexter. You know why? Because Cam has 2 votes thus far. 2!
That is not enough for this big fella, because this big fella right here is very special, and where he's headed,
yes,
that's all they do is breed great,
yes,
offensive linemen with this kind of build here and this kind of mindset. Like, I watched this guy's highlight film, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a real ball player. Dexter really does have something special in Cam Clark.
This is your wake-up call. Go to statechampsnetwork.com and vote today.